People think they are watching meticulously researched documentaries about real human tragedies. Some aren't. You lean in closer to your screen, captivated. The narrator's voice is steady, somber, authoritative, detailing the chilling last hours of a forgotten victim in a small, unnamed town. The story is gripping, filled with shocking twists, unresolved injustice. You hit share, adding, "This is unbelievable. How is this not a bigger story?" You believe you're spreading awareness, but what if it wasn't overlooked? What if it was never true to begin with? This is the AI-driven true crime scam, quietly transforming a top genre into a minefield of misinformation. Fabricated by AI, mass-produced by content farms, designed to capture attention and monetize outrage, turning our concern into fuel for an automated engine. As AI scriptwriting, voice cloning, and editing advance, a single person can export a dozen documentaries in an afternoon. They look real, sound real, and most importantly, feel real. To understand the fake true crime boom, first understand the factory floor. The content farm. Think of it not as a creative studio, but as a digital assembly line. A content farm, sometimes one person, produces high-volume, low-cost content to maximize views and ad revenue. They are not journalists. They arbitrage attention, and true crime is profitable. Templates, reused music, recycled pacing across hundreds of videos. They spot trends, a news case, a popular doc, a category like missing hikers, then flood the zone with variations. Thumbnails and titles are barkers for clicks, familiar tropes engineered to evoke fear, mystery, and urgency. Before generative AI, it still took writers, voice actors, editors. The catalyst was easy-to-use AI that automates nearly every step. Introducing generative AI was like pouring gasoline on a fire. What took teams now takes one person with a few AI subscriptions, a one-person documentary studio. The process begins with the script. Type. Write a 10-minute true crime script about a mysterious disappearance in a national park with a shocking twist. Seconds later, a formatted script appears, with visual cues and dramatic pauses, often blending real details with fabrications. It might invent witnesses, create diary pages, or contrive a secret never in the record. Trained on countless stories, it knows tropes, pacing, and emotional beats that hook you. Next comes the narrator, a cloned voice, tuned for tone, even mimicking popular podcasters to feel credible. Perfect enunciation, unwavering tone, often sounding more professional than a human. Then the visuals, generic stock. AI-generated portraits for victims who never existed, sketches for suspects never identified. Subtitles, dramatic captions, stitched together. A polished, professional-looking fake. Their success lies in a perfect storm of human psychology and algorithmic amplification. AI scripts target core elements: mystery, injustice, and the vicarious thrill of investigation. A grieving family or a bungled investigation triggers empathy and outrage, the fuel for sharing. Platforms focus on engagement, watch time, likes, comments, shares, not truth. Watch to the end, comment in anger, hit share. The system learns and amplifies. Friends trust friends. Echo chamber comments boost metrics. A viral spiral begins. More views, more promotion, more revenue. There's no reward for accuracy, fact-checking, or ethics. The incentive structure prizes the most engaging, most shocking, most emotionally manipulative content, regardless of reality. Content farms track what works and immediately produce more. The engine keeps accelerating. The good news, they still leave clues. They follow a formula. Once you know it, red flags are easier to spot. Cultivate healthy, not cynical, skepticism. Run a quick mental checklist. First, sourcing. Legit reports name police departments, cite court documents, and credit journalists. Fake videos are consistently vague. Small town in the Midwest, reports suggest, no names, dates, locations. Biggest red flag. Truth is concrete. Fiction is fuzzy. Listen, is it too perfect, flat, metronomic? Mispronouncing uncommon names. Classic AI clone tells. Do you see the same forest, gavel, police lights across many videos? Repetition exposes content farms. Checklist. 1. No name journalist news outlet. 2. Vague sourcing. Sources say. It is believed. A friend claimed, without names. 3. Generic locations, dates. 4. Clickbait titles, thumbnails. 5. Flawless but flat narration. 6. Repetitive police tape, courtroom shadow clips. 7. No original interviews, on-the-scene footage, or documents. 8. Comments disabled or heavily moderated. This is not a victimless crime. The proliferation causes real harm beyond feeling duped. It erodes trust, hurts families, creates real-world risks.
I don't think of it as lying. I think of it as storytelling in a popular genre. I get a prompt, generate a script, find a voice, put it together with some clips. The algorithm rewards it. I make hundreds a month. It pays the bills. If I spent weeks verifying, I'd go broke. This is a volume game. Right now, this is the game.
I watched an hour-long video about a missing girl. It was heartbreaking. I shared it everywhere, then someone said the photos were stock. I felt foolish, mostly angry. I invested real emotion into something manufactured for my click. Now I don't want to trust anything.
We see the same patterns. Clusters of videos across channels rephrasing the same fake script, mixing a few real details to seem plausible. The danger spikes when fakes go viral. Harassment, doxing, and police flooded with tips about crimes that never happened.
It's a drain on resources and a threat to public safety. The worst harm, using real names and likenesses, digital defamation that ruins lives and silences real victims. Every fake that goes viral makes it harder for real journalism to break through. In a synthetic media world, passive consumption is not an option. Viewers need a detective mindset. No advanced skills required. A few minutes of critical thinking and basic searches. First and crucial, signs of original reporting. Police reports, court filings, autopsy records, and links or clear images. Legit docs show their work. If it's all narration without documents, be on high alert. Real investigations create a paper trail. Take key details as you watch. Search victim, suspect names, specific dates, the location. Real cases appear in local news, police sites, and court databases. If nothing shows up from credible sources, it's likely fabricated. No digital footprint today is a major red flag. Use this framework and cross-reference with Snopes, PolitiFact, and AP fact-checking. Platforms like YouTube and TikTok are in a difficult position. Policing the line between free expression and harmful misinformation is hard at massive scale. Their models optimize engagement. Often the most problematic content is most profitable. Tech firms resist being arbiters of truth. Enforcement is slow and reactive. They step in for incitement, harassment, dangerous medical misinformation. Fake true crime often sits in a gray area. Generative AI floods at speed and scale. Automated systems struggle to distinguish sophisticated mimics. Platforms test labels, downranking, and info panels. But enforcement is inconsistent, a cat-and-mouse game. Viewers must fill the gap. While platforms grapple, the power to curb the fake crime boom rests with audiences. The strongest step, slow down. A shocking headline is designed for impulse. Resist it. Ask, have I verified this? Do I know the original source? Am I sure this is real? An unshared piece of misinformation is a dead end. Use the verification framework. Search names, dates. Reverse image a key photo. Check for credible links. If it fails checks, don't share, report it. Then support real journalism. Subscribe, follow, donate. Real reporting is costly. Records, interviews, verification. Funding it lets truth compete with cheap automation. We are at a critical juncture in the history of information, the collision of AI, social platforms, and human psychology. AI will get better. Fakes will look indistinguishable. We can be passive recipients of the feed, or active, discerning consumers who demand better. Not a call for panic, a call for care, about sources, about real victims, about our public discourse. Ask every time, where did this story come from? If you can't find a credible, verifiable source, treat it as fiction. Do not let your empathy be hijacked or your outrage monetized. Verify before you share. Cast a vote for a truthful ecosystem. Protect the truth, and you protect the people at its heart.